Joan Jeffries as Marion Kirby, the ghostess with the mostess. Robert Sterling as George Kirby, that most sportive spirit. And Leo G. Carroll, host to said ghosts, as Topper. Cosmo Topper, a conscientious, hard-working banker, a man of principle, and 6% interest. This is George Kirby and Marion Kirby. They were killed while skiing, and Topper is the only person who can see or hear them. Neil is their martini-drinking dog. He doesn't play badminton. He'd rather drink doubles and see doubles than play doubles.
Oh, now, please, that's enough of that. I'm busy. You can't turn my office into a playground.
But that's why we're haunting you, Toppy. Teach you how to play and laugh and have fun.
We've got to get you out of this dull rut.
This dull rut is what pays for all those salami sandwiches you eat.
How dull. George, we'll just have to make him happy in spite of himself.
Here, give me that.
Topper?
Give it to me.
Topper, what's that paper doing flying around in the air?
Well, somebody kited a check.
Topper, I've got a little work here for you to do over the weekend.
Little? Why, these are Mosby's ledgers.
Mosby is no longer with us. He quit.
Quit? What, after 30 years here at the bank? Oh, Mosby wouldn't quit.
All right, I fired him. He kept nagging me for a raise I promised him 12 years ago, and I couldn't stand it.
But he was entitled to the raise.
Topper, I have shocking news for you. Mosby was not a loyal man.
What, stole?
Worse than that. After I fired him, he scrambled all his ledgers so I can't make heads nor tails of them.
Good for Mosby.
Now I want you to unscramble them. The bank examiner's here, and he's threatening to call in the Federal Reserve.
Don't do it, Topper.
Make him hire back Mosby.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Schuyler, but my sense of loyalty to my co-workers prohibits it.
Topper, may I remind you that you, too, have been asking for a raise?
I'll work all night on them.
Topper, the way you cow-tied that old miser makes me sick.
Oh,
Congratulations, George. It was time somebody gave that old miser a bird.
And now, back to Topper.
Henry, you look ravishing with that Italian boy haircut.
Please, Elsie, this is the mop. I'm very upset.
Really?
I'm expecting Miss Morgan, the dressmaker, and Maggie quit. And I'm right in the middle of making some hot tamales for Cosmo's indigestion. I mean dinner. You see, Cosmo's had indigestion all week. And I feel as long as he has it, he might as well enjoy the things that would give it to him, if he didn't already have it.
That's logical. I'm so glad I came in time to help you. Now, what can I do? Mop the floors, make the bed, wrap tamales? I insist on doing all the cooking for you today.
Oh, that must be the dressmaker. Will you let her in, Elsie? I have to put on my dress so she can pin up the hem.
Of course I'll let her in. It's so early these days. Well, come in. Come in. Who are you?
Madam, I am Angus McIntosh, a solicitor.
Didn't you read that sign on the gate? It says no soliciting.
Lassie, in Scotland, a solicitor is a lawyer. Now, Mrs. Topper.
Oh, I I'm not Mrs. Topper. I'm Elsie Warble. But if you have any private business with her, you might as well tell me, because I'll worm it out of her anyway.
Cosmo Topper is the sole surviving heir of his great-great-uncle, old Sookie MacTopper. He's come into an inheritance. He's the new laird of the Crown and Castle.
Cosmo has inherited a castle?
Nay. The Crown and Castle. I have a picture of it here. On that side is the shield with a coat of arms, a corkscrew on a field of hops with a bottle of beer rampant.
A real coat of arms.
Cosmo Topper's the new laird.
Lord Topper.
Oh, I didn't think I'm making myself clear. I'll give you my name and phone number. The man can call me. Good day to you.
Lord Topper. Henrietta! Your ladyship! Oh, your ladyship! It's true, Cosmo. You've inherited the title. You are now Lord Topper. And tell him about the castle. And a castle in Scotland. Bigger than Buckingham Palace. Twice as big as Buckingham Palace. The castle may even be haunted.
No. I'm sure Cosmo would rather take his own ghosts.
Congratulations, Topper.
Your lordship.
There's never been a title in my family that I know of.
Oh, come, Topper. You know you've got royal blood. Why, it's written all over you.
At last you're taking your rightful place on the throne.
What?
I'm the authority on Scotland.
Oh? Since when?
Since Christmas, I gave you some plaid underwear. A Scotch plaid.
Very tight. How soon will you be ready to leave?
Leave? I can't leave. Why, Mr. Schuyler was...
Schuyler? Who needs Schuyler? You're rich. A fortune goes with the title.
Now, my friend.
Stop calling me your friend. I'm the Federal Reserve banking investigator.
Yes, but
Those scrambled ledgers of yours are pretty incriminating, Mr. Schuyler.
one of our employees resigned and left them in that condition.
A bank president is supposed to know how to handle his employees.
I run this bank like an army. Discipline, obedience. And they love me for it. Why, Topper here worships the ground I walk on. Topper, have you finished those ledgers?
I haven't time to be bothered with such trifles. Fatso?
It won't take him long to finish. Fatso?
My resignation is on the desk.
Now, see here, Topper.
Lord Topper is the name, if you don't mind. And when you address me, bow. That's requiring old man Mosby.
His resignation.
What about those ledgers?
Well, I'm not familiar with the details of Mosby's department. Topper was in charge, and only he could straighten them out. After all, I'm the president of the bank. What do you expect me to do?
I expect you'll do about 99 years.
It's an old Scottish custom, Topper. Piping home the laird of the manor. Here, you try it.
Cosmo, I do wish you'd shoot that thing and put it out of its misery. When are we leaving for Scotland? Have you got the ticket?
Henrietta, let me look at you.
The dressmaker was here today and I had her fix it for me.
Why, you look 10 years younger. And I'm beginning to feel 10 years younger. What?
Look, Topper, I got you a pair like George's.
Cosmo, that underwear galloped right into your hand.
Oh, they almost gallop. They're jockey shorts.
Oh, Cosmo, isn't it wonderful? Our own castle.
Yes, there comes a time when a man wants to retire. Take it easy. Sit in a rocking chair on his own front drawbridge. Oh, by the way, dear, where are the inheritance papers the attorney brought?
What attorney?
Well, the one you talked to today.
I didn't talk to anyone.
Yes, you did, dear. The one who told you that I'd inherited the castle and the title.
No, I didn't talk to anyone. Elsie Warble told me about it.
Elsie Warble?
Yes, she's out in the kitchen. She insists on doing all the cooking today.
Henrietta, dear, don't you know better than to listen to Elsie Warble? Why, there may never have been an attorney here at all. She may have had a conversation with a broom.
Now, don't get excited, Topper.
I can't help it. It's all a false alarm. My castle has just vanished.
Maybe it's like Brigadoon, only shows up every 100 years.
Well, there's no picture around here with a name and address on it. Mr. Schuyler, my job.
Well, this is going to require a little thought. And I think better when I eat.
Oh, tamales!
Schuyler, I'm sorry. Accept my apology. Please give me back my job. If you had television, you could see that I'm down on my bended knees.
Yes, Miss Manning. Who? Topper. Wait a minute till I think what I'm going to say. Hello, Topper. I'm sorry, and I apologize. If you come back, I'll give you a raise. You can have my office. You see, I can't locate Mosby. If you'll just straighten out these books, you can name your own salary. Yeah, put him on. Hello, Topper, my friend. Oh, you apologize. You want your job back. How do I know you're on your knees? Put the receiver down there and let me hear him crack. Miss Manning, is the Federal Reserve man still in your office? Yes, well, put him on. Hello. Now you listen to me, you poker-faced poltroon. My books will be in order in the morning, at which time I'm going to plant the toe of my shoe at the base of your spine and watch you bounce.
Well, if there's any paper with a phone number and a name on it around here, I can't find it.
Keep looking. I'll keep thinking. This is the toughest tamale I've ever eaten in my life.
Well, you're not supposed to eat the corn husks.
This isn't a husk, it's paper.
Well, where's the rest of it?
About here.
Hey, George, look.
Angus McIntosh. Topper.
I got my job back. At the same salary. The same salary I received when I was an office boy.
There's the lawyer's name.
And the phone number.
And the picture was delicious.
Aye, Mr. Topper, aye, 'tis true. The crown and castle is yours. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Well?
The crown and castle is mine. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Yes, Miss Manning. Who? Topper? Put him on. Hello, Topper. I'll give you just 5 minutes to get down here and straighten out these books.
We're gonna modernize everything. You see, Topper, the old-fashioned lady in white haunted a house like this. But I'm gonna swing it. And it used to be whoo, whoo, and now it's woo, woo.
Stop wiggling your hips like that.
Cosmo, how sweet. Married 25 years, you still notice. Very chic. Dear, I do hope you're wearing a petticoat. It's chilly today.
Yeah, I know. I took a trial walk around the block. I must say, I think it's in shocking bad taste the way the girls whistle every time I turn a windy corner.
Say, Topper, look at the time. If we're going to pick up those plane tickets, we better get going.
Plenty of time.
No, there isn't.
We'd better get him to Scotland before he goes back to work for Schuyler. Grab his coat tail, George.
It's those tamales. They do it to him every time.
Where's your checkbook, Topper?
Oh, Henrietta's got it. It's in her spot. Now, look here.
I'll get it.
I really think $7,000 for a wardrobe is highway robbery.
Excuse me, Henrietta. Topper needs his checkbook. Here, make me one just like this.
Purse snatcher.
It flew through the air and landed right in my hands.
A likely story. Well, let me tell you something, young man. If my husband were here, he'd say something silly.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, your ladyship.
Your ladyship. Well, I'll have all these clothes made up and delivered to you in Scotland by air. Good day, your ladyship.
Why, Mr. Schuyler, do come in.
Hello, Henrietta. This gentleman is from the Federal Reserve.
How do you do?
I'd like to see Topper.
He isn't here. We're all packed and ready to leave.
Oh, well, perhaps I can see him before he goes. I'll come back later after the indictment.
Very good. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Henrietta.
Get out of that armor, George. I know you're in there.
Wow. That thing is very confusing. I feel like I just got a parole from Alcatraz.
Yes, well, don't bother me now. I'm trying to add up all the money I've spent. Just about every dime I had in the bank.
Oh, forget it. That's old money. We're going to start all over again with new money, a fresh fortune. Hey, Topper, where's your oil can? This thing is due for a lube job.
You're not taking that to Scotland?
Where's your sense of tradition? Every castle needs a knight in shining armor. He rides around all day, rescuing beautiful women. Neil is my charger.
Charger? The only thing Neil ever charges around here is drinks.
Ah, there's a damsel in distress right now.
Where?
On yon balcony.
Marion, get off that bar.
Topper, where's your romantic imagination? She's sitting on her parapet.
Oh, sorry. I apologize. Marion, get your parapet off the bar.
Cosmo, Mr. Angus McIntosh called. He's coming over to read the will.
Oh, splendid. Splendid.
What on earth are you doing with a suit of armor?
I have to protect myself from my creditors until I can collect that fortune.
Hello. Hello, everybody.
Elsie, what are you doing wandering around without your glasses? It isn't safe.
Pooh. I've made up my mind. I am not wearing my glasses until it's absolutely necessary. And Cosmo. Cosmo, you're getting a little bald on top.
I'll proceed with the will. I, Sookie McTopper, being a sound mind. Ha! That's a laugh. Sound mind. Old Sookie was as daft as they come.
I think we can dispense with all that and get down to the important part. Now, how much did he leave us?
In plain words, he leaves you the Crown and Castle Brewery.
Brewery?
Malt beer.
That's all?
Aye.
No title?
No crown?
No castle?
Just a brewery?
Neil, stop kissing him.
I liquidated the estate, and here's your statement.
Total liquid asset, 1 barrel.
I brought it with me.
Oh, Cosmo, I've told everybody I was Lady Topper.
Now, dear, lots of people go through life without a title.
It's all very well for you not to be Lord Topper, but what about me? I have to tell everybody I'm no lady.
Okay. I knew old Sookie brewed strong beer, but I didn't know it could lift itself. Oh, and here's my fee for handling the estate.
$5,000 for 1 barrel of beer?
And my travel expenses.
I'll not pay it. It's an outrage.
I wouldn't take that attitude. And dinna shake your finger at me, I'm a Macintosh. And in Scotland, there's no love between the Macintoshes and the MacToppers.
Is that so? Go ahead, Topper. Shake your finger at him again.
I'll do it for you.
In Scotland, when a Macintosh sees a MacTopper, he draws a line like this, and he dares him to step over it.
Ha! He can't bluff me, Topper. Step over it.
Push him, George.
You are lord! There's nothing lower than a MacTopper. The Macintoshes have been thrashing the MacToppers ever since the first one of them set foot in Scotland.
Stand back, Topper. I'm taking over.
I'm not afraid of ye, whoever ye are. It's nobody.
It's the ghost of the first MacTopper come back to haunt you.
I'm so glad he's on our side.
Come back here, you.
Pull him back. I'll hold his head down.
Well, I see he's wearing the old school tie.
Let him have it.
That reminds me. I have to put out the empty tin cans. The collector comes tomorrow.
What am I going to do with that barrel of beer?
Are you kidding?
No money, no title, no... Skylar, my job. I've got to get my job back.
Mr. Schuyler, I'll give you exactly 1 more hour to straighten out those books. If not, we go downtown for a hearing.
There'll be no need for a hearing. Topper here's giving us everything he's got. Sorry. Topper, here's some nice custard for you, Topper. Come on. We've got to keep up your strength now. That's it. Now, some coffee. Oh, too hot.
Come on, Topper. Let's play badminton. You don't want to work.
That's why we're haunting you, to teach you to play and laugh and have fun.
We've got to get you out of this dull rut.
Think of the fun. We're invisible. You're the only one that can see and hear us.
Topper, earmuffs on a hot day like this?
I want to avoid a hearing.
Topper, I can't tell you how much I appreciate this.
Oh, you're still working. It must be almost midnight. I'll empty the ashtrays for you. You know, since Maggie left us, I never can remember to keep the ashtrays clean.
Mrs. Topper, your husband's working very hard. I don't think we should talk. Excuse me, I just want to... but I want to put... This. You're doing all the work. I'm having a breakdown.
Produced by John W. Lufton. A John W. Loveton, Bernard L. Schubert production. Starring Ann Jeffries, Robert Sterling, and Leo G. Carroll.